Hi and welcome to Incredibly Easy iPhone Apps. Let me show you how much fun and how simple it is to really make an iPhone app. There are just 3 easy steps to create an app, and by the end of this video you'll know how to Step 1, find the source code, Step 2, reskin the app with new graphics, and Step 3, how to upload and start selling in the App Store. Let's get straight into Step 1, and that's all about how to find the source code. Now the source code isn't about how the game looks, but more about how it plays and the building blocks that are underneath. And that's why I call it a chassis. So let's go find ourselves a chassis that we can build upon. Okay, let's go across to Google and have a look for some source code. We're not computer programmers, and the easiest way to get some code is to actually buy it from somebody else. So here we go, we're into Google and I'm just typing in iPhone source code, running a search. As you see, within 0.14 of a second there's 262 million hits for iPhone source code. So I'm just going to go down to one that I've used before, and it's sellmyapplication.com. It's quite a good website, and as you'll see in a minute, it provides you with everything you need. So here we are, I've logged in. You can set up an account really quite quickly. It's free to do. And I've gone to categories and mobile apps source code. Down the right hand side you can refine your searches if you wish to. You can set a price for what you want to pay, or you can keep going further down and have a look under the subcategories. Under the subcategories, the games are broken down, or the apps are broken down into the different subjects. As you can see there, most of the games available, the source code available, are games. So we'll go in here to games and just start having a look down to see what's available. I don't want to spend too much. This is going to be a watch over my shoulder and see how much you can do these type of games, how cheaply you can do these type of games. So first of all, look in there, Mousetrap or Mousetrack look quite good at $49. Let's have a little click on there and see what that game involves. Now remember, we're not looking at the graphics, we're going to reskin and create new graphics for our game. So we're really looking at the functionality. So here we are, here's the little breakdown of the game. You can see that it is in the App Store already. It's getting a fair number of downloads, 5,000 to 10,000 downloads total. There's no website, which is quite interesting. So you've got some way of maybe making a website and increasing the exposure of the game once you've made it. And just having a quick look at the description there, the mice will run up the screen. You tap on the mice before they get to the cheese. Now I'm having some ideas here that you could change that game and have the same idea of something coming up the screen and tapping, or before it gets to something else at the top. And I'm actually thinking maybe jellyfish would be good. You could have an underwater theme with some jellyfish coming up from the bottom, and you've got to tap on those jellyfish before they get to a surfer or something on top of the water. So here we are, just gone onto the iPhone app site, and I'm having a look at the game a little more closely. So there's just lots of little mice running up the screen. You've got to tap on them before they get to the cheese. Yeah, that's quite simple. And so, the next stage now would be to get in touch with this programmer and find out a little bit more about the game, a few more details. So you can do that quite simply. Over on the right hand side of the Sell My Application, you can put in your name, your email, and you can send him a message. So there we go, just typing in my name and message. Just keep it simple, guys. It's just the initial contact. We want to know if the game's still for sale, and maybe some more functionality of the game. How does it really play? So here we go. Hi, would be interested in buying your game, and let's see what comes back from this. So once you're finished, just hit send and hopefully wait for a reply. Okay, it's time now to negotiate the deal to buy this source code. I've had an email back from the owner of the source code, the programmer, and he's given me 4 options, which is quite unusual, but actually quite cool. So option 1 there, I can spend $49 and I can get the game, but I can only use it to learn or use a little bit of the source code in another game. Option 2, I can pay a little bit more money, $69, and I can publish the code, but I can't use the graphics or the images. Now that could work really well for me because I'm going to reskin anyway. Option 3 and 4, a little bit more expensive, buying the whole game. I'm not quite interested in that. So I just sent an email back to this guy and said that I want to learn a little bit more about the source code, and does the source code include touchscreen activation? Does it have a difficulty level to the game? Does it increase in difficulty level, which will give the user some more fun? And also, is it connected to the game center? Is it basically a multiplayer game? Again, that will make it more appealing. He's just sent me an email back now and said, hey, it's available free for a quick download if I want to have a look and see how it plays. And I did that, and it looked fairly good, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this game, or the source code at least. And I like option 2, where I can use the source code, but I can put my own graphics onto it. So there we go, just a final email now, and I've said, yep, sure, I'm going to buy the second option, $69. Here's my PayPal details, or PayPal account details, and the game's yours basically. And there's just final confirmation. So it's not difficult, and you can negotiate for better deals. He'd given me 4 options there, so I didn't really need to. Okay, we're up to step 2 already. Told you this was easy. So let's just recap where we are. We've found the source code, the building blocks of the app. We've negotiated to purchase that, and we've gone ahead and we've bought that using PayPal. Now we need to find somebody to create new graphics. And to do that, I've come across to an outsourcing company that's online called Odesk. There's plenty of different companies out there, but I quite like using Odesk. You can set yourself up an account. Again, it's free and it's really easy to do. Once you've done that, you can log in, and here I am. I've just logged in, and I'm going to post a job and look for somebody to do this for me. So into category, I'm looking for a software developer, and under the subcategory of software developer, I'll be able to find the exact match that I'm looking for, which is mobile apps. You can see here again, there's currently 67.5 or just over 67,500 software developers that will be able to look at these jobs. So it's a massive marketplace, and a great way to find somebody who can do the graphics for you for a relatively small amount of money. So just a job title, iPhone game reskin required, nice and simple. And we're just going to go through till we're just going to write a short message here and try and find a programmer. So I'm just going to pause the recording here and type the message, and then come back in at the end. So I'm just finishing my message here to post this job. I've just put, hi, I'm looking for a designer to produce new graphics and reskin a simple iPhone game. The source code will be sent to the designer and the programmer for evaluation, which we've already purchased. Please reply to this job post with previous examples of iPhone work completed, especially in the gaming area. I also require upload of a new game into App Store. Thanks. Now, I found it's probably best to go for a fixed price initially when you first start using Odesk, just so that you don't the costs don't run away with you. So I've put in there $200 and I'll see what comes back, and I've just put a date as well for an estimated finish date. I'm hoping to get the game into the store sometime in February 2012. So there we go. Just click on the diary, send it out to everybody, preview the job before you send it. Most important, make sure there's no little errors there. Okay, so there we go. Just quick check through. Yep, that all looks fine. And it's going out to all people who are registered. Great. So all I have to do now is go ahead and click on apply and send it out there. There we go. So I'll just close that down, and here we are, post a job, and I've posted the job. From that job posting, I got 6 replies, and it's really a question of going through those and seeing exactly which ones meet your needs. Have a look at their previous work that they've carried out, have a look at how many hours that they've logged on Odesk, and just get communication going. Have a look through, and you really have to go with a gut feeling on some of these designers until you know them and have used them a few times. Now what I'm doing now, I'm just over in the work diary, and this is one feature that I really like about Odesk, is that once you've hired a programmer, graphic designer, you can then actually follow their work, and what it does, it takes little screenshots of their computer when they're working, so you can see exactly what you're getting for your money. That's what I like about this program. So here you go. You can see that I actually went for the jellyfish idea, with the jellyfish coming up the screen towards the surfer, and you can actually then have a look at this work and monitor it as it goes through. You can even go across and see your billing and see how much you've paid this particular contractor. At the moment, or the actual job is nearing completion now, and I've completed or paid this programmer just over $300 to carry out the work for me. I actually recruited 2 workers on Odesk. One is the programmer and one's the graphic designer. Okay guys, we're up to stage 3, the final stage, uploading and selling your app in the App Store. Now you need to come across to developer.apple.com, and this is a site where you can sign up to become a developer for Apple and to load up your apps. So hit on iOS Development Center, and it comes up with register here as an Apple developer. You can actually register for free, and it will give you some access, although limited, to the technical resources and to some other material. But to be able to actually sell your app, you need to be a developer and have that Apple ID. So go ahead through the process here. It's quite simple, just setting yourself up a personal profile and professional profile if you have one or if you want one, through the legal requirements and your email details. Once that's done, you can just click the continue button at the bottom, and you'll be into the purchasing process. It costs $141 currently to be a developer within Apple. Once you've paid that, come across and you'll get access to the Development Center, and within the Development Center there is a whole library full of information on how to get started, how to write your own apps. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in here under my password and details, or ID and details. You don't necessarily need to be a developer in terms of writing your own program. We've talked about the easy way to make an app, and for now all you need to do is have the developer account so that you can upload, or at least get your programmer to upload the app for you. As you get more advanced and develop more games, you may well get involved a little bit more in the design yourself. So here you can see on the left hand side we've got getting started videos and documentation. It's on the right, the iOS developer program that I'm interested in, and particularly the iTunes Connect. So I've clicked on iTunes Connect. It's brought me across to another website, and this is our main page for, or dashboard if you like, for the game. So once the game is uploaded, you'll be able to track all your details of the game, the sales, the contracts, and any other information about that particular game, and in fact all of the games, through this website. It's run by Apple, and they control and monitor all of the stats, but more importantly they handle all the purchasing and sales of the games as well. You now know the 3 easy steps to making incredibly easy iPhone apps and having a lot of fun. Before we finish, I thought I'd come across now and just show you the prototype that's come back from the programmer. And this is JellySting on your screen. And the original idea of the mice coming up the screen has now been changed to jellyfish coming up the screen towards the surfer. And you just need to tap on them to stop them getting towards the surfer and stinging him. There is a little bit of work left to do in this game. I want the surfer to move, and there's a few other little details that need to be sorted out, but I'll go back to the programmer and sort those out. But there you go, just a sneak peek preview. Okay, now to the bit that you've all been waiting for. How much did JellySting really cost? Well, you can see the breakdown on the screen there, and initial source code purchase was $69 from Mousetrap. Factor in $141 to become an Apple developer. I already had that, that's why it's not really shown up there. $269 for new graphics for the jellyfish and the surfer, and $300 for the programmer to reprogram everything. So in all, $779. If you take out the Apple developer amount, $638. Might sound like a lot, but if you remember back to the email from the developer when I bought Mousetrap, to buy the whole game was going to cost me $1,699. So maybe you could say I've saved $920 doing it this way. Guys, I wanted to offer you an extra bonus, and the extra bonus is that if you go and download JellySting from the App Store and send me an email to jellystingapp@gmail.com, then I'll refund you the cost of the download. Okay, just provide a proof of purchase in there, PayPal, invoice, or whatever you use to pay for it, and I'll get that back to you. So also go across to the website, have a look at the website, jellysting.com. There's some great stuff on there. And thanks again for watching the video. I hope it's been useful, and I hope it'll help you and inspire you to build your own apps. Go get it.